Hey everybody, clearing. Oh, what the heck? Clearing. Okay, on the pre-shuffle, I've been getting the instruction today to pull some cards for what do each of the counterparts need to know coming up. So Divine Feminines, what is it that we need to see? We get the moon in the reverse. This is talking about secrets coming to light, things coming up from the deep into the conscious, into common knowledge, into focus. Well, let's get an energetic card and see what that means for the Divine Feminines. So what do the Divine Feminines, what energetic alignment can the feminines be in regarding this? Spiritual path, life lessons, and karma. So I'm really getting for all of the Divine Feminines, there's going to be some deeper truth being revealed. Okay, the message is, it's a bit tender and it's a big one, but when things come to light, it can sometimes look ugly. It can sometimes be inconvenient. It can sometimes be messy. The example I was given to correlate this with is human trafficking. As we become more conscious as a people on the planet, things like human trafficking must come up to be recognized and dealt with. Not unlike some of the inconvenient things, some of the big things, some of the messy things. In your lives, Divine Feminines, in the lives of the masculines, this is where all of the things are dredged from the deep for final clearing, I'm hearing. That's a big deal. That can mean secrets from the past, any unresolved karmic debt. It's all being released. So there's no judgment. It's actually a benevolent process where deep, again, inconvenient things are going to come up to be released forever without guilt and shame. This is compassion, humility, mercy, and purging. So Divine Feminines, if things come up and you feel like it's getting worse, it's the dark before the storm, or the storm before the calm. It's okay. Count it as a blessing. So look at things that way, Divine Feminines, and that can even mean a feeling of divine timing not moving along fast enough. You know, anything like that. There are grace periods upon us so that we can witness the holdups, the inconveniences, the distractions as progress. That's the key here. Everything coming up that doesn't feel like it's the good part, the fun part, it's progress. Embrace it, love it, get down to it. Now, what can we see for the masculines coming up? It's a lucky time. Divine Masculines, something beneficial is going to happen in the physical. So for some, it might be some of these inconvenient truths, but for many, there's a break. There's a lucky win. Somebody's going to win a lottery, I just heard even. But with that message coming through, don't be out buying lottery tickets. It's not, get rich quick schemes are not where it's at. Let's just say that. But Divine Masculines, you're going to have a windfall in your career. You're going to have a direction present. And this does not just strictly mean financially. It's like winning the energetic lottery. I'm being corrected here. It's an energetic, positive karma. It's a manifestation, an abundance manifestation that has created divine timing. This is the divine hand coming in with this lucky opportunity, Divine Masculines. So it will put you more closely on the path of union with your divine feminine, I'm hearing. It's something to do with your divine purpose that's being revealed to you right now. So what do the masculines need to know? Flower of feeling, compassion, emotional awakening, and forgiveness. So this is really, really beautiful, actually, because people don't often have the composure, the safety, the empowerment without blessing. And that's why we're meant to bless our enemies, so to speak. We're meant to wish this kind of goodness and blessing on everyone, because when our needs are met, when we are feeling on it, when we're in alignment, things get good. So wish that for everybody involved. This is divine feminines, divine masculines, divine feminines. Do not stay on your side of the energy hoping your divine masculine is longing and lonely and suffering without you. That's not divine. Watch where there's a tendency to ever do something like that. Wish them these blessings. And many of you are saying, of course I do. That's all I want for my masculine. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the sincere bits in the feminine's hearts that secretly want that dependence on you, the longing. That's not what these love relationships are. These are two people coming into mastery, crushing life, being high-powered, high-octane blessings, and blessing others in the world, and having that roll out through as an example of alignment and light. But this is no easy feat, and forgiveness and full permission and worthiness, it all comes in with some of these lucky breaks. So the divine masculines are in store for a lucky break. Intention, mental breakthroughs and ideas, because when they are in this provision, divinely guided benefit, they can bring through the next level of innovations, connecting the dots, going forward. So, every time there's a win, there's progress. Most of the work is done before the win comes through. Most of the alignment is done before that blessing comes in. And then it's a chain reaction that leads to more. It's exponential this way. So divine masculines, well done. You must be doing some great work of forgiveness to bring this in. So as you let go, as you process karma, as you don't hang on to, a tit for a tat, all of a sudden blessing comes in. And that frees your mind for more of the same. Beautiful. Okay, let's get into the daily divine masculine reading. So what are the masculines thinking about the connection? What are they feeling on the heart space? What are they wishing for the connection? What action are they taking that will lead closer to union? What is the biggest challenge for the masculine polarity at this time? Oh, I saw the Four of Wands as I looked down in the reverse and the confusion over it. What is the solution for the challenge at this time, and where is the connection going? Yeah, we'll get some divine feminine cards as well. Okay, we're going to do it like that. So what is the conscious understanding or view of the connection at this time for the masculines? Ooh. Okay, so they are... I heard two things. They're secretly wishing to run into you, to have a lucky break with this connection. So actually, that message for some, this can be running into you, divine feminine, coincidentally. But okay, back on track here. So they are secretly wishing for a coincidence, a divine intervention here that they don't have to wait any longer for, like immediate results. They kind of want to break the ice and not have to reach out and do it themselves. It's like, some of them that are more new to the journey are testing the energetics of this connection and they're trying to play around with the astral, with telepathy, with signs and synchronicities, and it's almost like I heard taunting God saying, if this connection is real, da 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 da. So for some, they're doing that right now. That's not for everybody. For some, they just secretly don't want to have to put the hard work of manifestation into things. They know that what is meant for them is to be magnetized, so they're kind of just holding out, waiting for it to come in and trusting that it will. For some, they're secretly looking at the way energy works and keeping open in non-attachment. So that's the third group. I'm feeling 3 distinct groups of masculine perspectives right here in this card combo. So what can the feminines know about this? And just be in your passionate, high vibing, have fun, be a free spirit. Dance to the beat of your own drum right now, divine feminines. Be empowered, have fun, be carefree, unbridled passion right now. Trust, just be in that high frequency. You're just getting the joy directive here, divine feminines. No matter which group of divine masculines you're in, be that energetic light. Okay, what are the divine masculines wishing for on the heart space? 6 and 6, both in the reverse. 6 of coins, 6 of wands. This is victory, this is reciprocity. So this is coming. They're working on knowing that they need to have equal give and take here, and what that can look like in the public. So for many, they're like, how do I offer this connection more common knowledge? So this might be they're considering telling friends and family about you, divine feminine. They're considering being more fair to you and this connection, being more public with your connection. Wow, that's super interesting. This is a very deep knowing on the heart space that they don't have to hide your connection anymore. They're prepping for that. Divine feminines, they're anticipating bringing this connection out of the closet. Oh, I just heard for some, they want to tell the world that they love you. But for many, they haven't even told you they want to do this, I'm hearing. So it's kind of this new idea that the divine is placing on the heart space of the masculines in preparation. Like the divine has planted this seed. So again, some of the divine masculines watching, or if you are cross-watching for your divine masculine, this lucky strike, this mental breakthrough that we got, it might actually even be that it's safe to come out in public, or to date publicly, or to be seen in public, or to introduce you, that it's only fair. This is the aha moment that it's time to begin thinking about that. How interesting. What can we see for the feminines? Ooh. Yeah, we get the 3 of wands again. So we just had that for the masculines on the conscious mind, thinking about what would happen if you were seen in public together, running into each other, having it happen. And here's a tower, thinking of it differently. So divine feminines, if you've been thinking there's no way your divine masculine wants anybody to know about your connection, for instance, or that they're not thinking about that, this is a major tower moment for you to rethink it, to look at it. We've got the 6 of wands and the 3 of wands, and every time I see a half of a number here, I think of the contribution from each side of it. So we have a 3 of wands, a 3 of wands, and the 6 of wands. That is an equation that says you're manifesting, your divine masculine is manifesting, and that's what brings the victory in. It's equality. It's an equal manifestation. So divine masculines are kind of wishing for divine intervention to bring that in some ways, or divine intervention is planting the seed. And divine feminines, you're being asked to switch any of the places within your psyche, your conscious mind, your emotions that are still resistant to this as well. And many of you might be saying, that's all I want. I'm not resistant to it, but check yourself. Do you feel any anxiety? Do you feel fear? Are you nervous? Do you cringe? Are you rocked by that. You are being asked to look at, what is that about? Are you simply picking up on your masculine's hesitancy and that's an empathic motion? Or is there something that you're still concerned about? You're just as accountable for this reciprocity as your divine masculine is. It's a mirrored thing. You are mirroring each other. So this is your grace period to work on what is, or to identify. There's no work in it. To just see it, to identify what might be of remarkable energy here. If this public awareness of your connection is coming in, are there any things you still need to clear in order for that to feel balanced to you, divine feminines? Now's your time. Heads up, it's coming. Okay, what are the masculines wishing for this connection? Wow, another kind of splitting hairs energy. This is the card of codependency. So they're wishing to not contribute to codependency. They're wishing to be not in ego, to be in humility. But also they are humbly accepting that they are not entirely autonomous, single. This is a shared soul connection. They are not truly apart from you. This is the humble truth, that all along you've been an important player in each other's becoming, and this is being recognized. So divine masculines are wishing to drop into their heart space to appreciate that and to not make it weird. But to acknowledge it with gratitude, with humble gratitude. So they're wishing to soften that previously inconvenient fact that they haven't been able to pull far away from this connection. It keeps coming back around. And so they're starting to realize they've never truly felt single in this dynamic. What can we get for the feminines? And they're wishing to continue to allow that to humble them, I just heard. What do the feminines need to know? You've got the Strength card as well, and the Six of Wands. So we got the Six of Wands again. So Strength card, Six of Wands on the heart space, and Six of Wands, both in the reverse, about this becoming. So the masculines are being asked to be humbled. The feminines are being asked to have healthy pride. And those are the two sides of the coin, the masculine and feminine, the polarities, right? We have this feminines stepping into worthiness and the knowing you deserve this love. Masculines humbly and graciously accepting the love here. That's beautiful. Okay, what can we see for the actions the masculines are taking? They are balancing out. Wow, I just heard without rest. Without resting, they are doing everything in their power to stay balanced, to remain in mastery. So they are holding their own in a new way. Divine masculines are processing at lightning speed. Something has been a catalyst. So for some, they know something's coming. Some of them know that they're going to be near you. Some of them know that they have a trip planned to be in your town, things like that. They know that there's a chance they will run into you coming up. And I want to say the veil is very thin until the solstice. There is this energy where there's an anticipation, and the masculines are preparing for this public connection right now. They know that people are gonna know about the connection soon, or they are feeling that urging of spirit to be more transparent about this connection. What can we see for the feminines? Oh gosh, so many. Okay, well, there's a whole story. The Ten of Cups in the reverse. So divine feminines, keep balancing out your anywhere where you feel like you are not in your bliss. You are coming into holding your own as well. There's that card of autonomy and being in your wholeness. So be in neutrality, but there are still things that you need to understand are in your bucket. What is that? The serenity prayer. There are still some things that you are subtly wishing for outside of yourself for your happiness. Oh, and where you are in resistance to the love that is here in this connection. These are all face down, so I didn't see those. So yeah, there is a connection of still feeling like the love isn't available here. You're still filtering it through the lens of lack instead of potential and abundance. Yes, and these came out. So there's still a slight blockage, a resistance to being worthy of love, the higher love, being in the belief that this is actually happening, believing in spirit, believing in the divine, believing in the energy. There's still a little bit of faith, a crisis of faith here. The love is here, the higher love, the personal love. And so you're still being asked to come into gratitude for it, divine feminines, and to be excited that you are somebody that is experiencing this, not in a manic way, but in a wholehearted appreciation that you've touched on this in your life. It is more of an act of profound gratitude and worship that of existence, of being given the opportunity to be alive and conceive of this sort of thing, to be one of those that can even relate to these concepts. Do you know how blessed you are that you are watching this video and you are someone that can even comprehend these ways of spirit? Divine feminines, it's not just about your counterpart. It is about you being so absolutely in awe of the nature of reality that you are in a finite physical form, and yet you can conceptualize and believe in and resonate with these infinite messages. Hello, divine counterparts watching this. Do you know how magnificent that is? Do you have you stopped today to smell that rose? It's like incredible. It's good to be alive. It's good to be in these flesh suits. Okay, where are the energies? Oh, no, this isn't where they're going. This is the biggest challenge. Wow, okay, so we just got, for the feminines, there's a bit of resistance to the love that's here, a bit of denial, avoidance, superstition. Masculines, you have a little bit of that going on too. So the divine masculines, in some forms, are not seeing how magnificent, how spontaneously you can up level out of fear. It can be almost like spontaneous remission, but you are doing it. You're not wishing to be limited anymore. You're not wishing to be limited. But I am getting, for the masculines, there's a little bit of a feeling like the ball is rolling. That green light energy we saw a little while ago, it feels like accountability and a little bit of energetic momentum. And so divine masculines are wondering if they can keep the pace with what they feel is coming. It's like now that they have, through their free will, acknowledged just that little bit more on the journey, there's a kind of like, I'm almost feeling like I'm being energetically pushed forward right now. That's the feeling, that's the challenge, is that they can feel it's an unstoppable, inevitable motion. They can't not. That's a huge statement. They can't not come towards you. Eventually. There's a caveat. Eventually. What do the divine feminines need to know about that? See that enlightened truth. Give up the ghost of resistance. Just know, and then hunker down and do you, divine feminine. Just know that the divine masculines can't not come forward eventually. If it's truly your divine counterpart, they can't not come forward eventually. Give up the ghost. Let go of the resistance, divine feminines. What's the